guys, welcome back for another video. What we're going to do today is we're going to be looking at all of our Major League Baseball games we have coming up for Sunday, July 27th. There is 15 games in total today. We're going to break every single one of them down, look at the matchups, the lineups, the pitching, try to predict the outcome for every game today. Who's going to win, who's going to lose, what the final scores might be, and we'll also be taking an in-depth look at our best bets, the money lines, the spreads, the over-unders. First things first, though, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, by all means, drop them below. Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? What are your thoughts on these games? What are your favorite picks today? Make sure to let me know in the comment section, and I will respond to every single comment. If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, look down, it's pinned comment below. We have 3 different tiers. If you click on that link, you can sign up there, and I would definitely appreciate it. And for those of you who have signed up, massive, massive shout out to you guys. Thank you very much. We go over every single game every day this entire season. And also, August is coming just around the corner. We're going to have college football back, NFL football. Once the football season starts, we also do predictions, best bets, money lines, spreads, over-unders on all those games as well. So if you're a sports fan, football fan, baseball fan, make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel. But let's not waste any more time. Let's start looking at these games. Our very first game is going to be at 1:35 p.m. on MLB Network. We're going to have the 60-44 Philadelphia Phillies, second place in the NL East, coming off a win yesterday versus the 56-48 New York Yankees. Second place in the AL East. 2 second-place teams facing it off. Obviously, the big news that's going to dominate this game, Aaron Judge, he's out. He's on the DL. He's not going to be playing. That is a massive loss for the Yankees. He basically leads the Yankees in every single offensive category. 37 home runs right now. Right now, New York, 52.9% chance to win this game. The Phillies, a 47.1% chance. Phillies, 1.5 run favorites, 7.5 over under. Philadelphia, minus 135. New York right now, plus 115. This Phillies offense, veteran team, a lot of great players here. Schwarber, Trey Turner, Bryce Harper, 2 home runs yesterday. They're averaging 4.6 runs a game, hitting 254, 115 home runs. 89 steals, you have 3.71 runs per game. One of the deepest starting rotations in baseball. Some would say the best starting rotation in baseball. And for the Yankees, 5.2 runs a game, 254 average, 163 home runs. That is number 1 in baseball, 64 steals. But the guy who pretty much put together a lot of those stats, he's not going to be playing, so those stats do no good here. And they're giving up 3.89 runs a game. On the mound for the Phillies, the National League front runner for the Cy Young, Zach Wheeler. This guy's having a great season. 9-3 record. 2.39 ERA, 128 innings, 164 strikeouts. Those are elite numbers. Carlos Rodon right now for the Yankees having a really good year. 10-7 record, 3.10 ERA, 124.2 innings, 139 strikeouts. He does have 46 walks, putting some guys on base. I'm going to go with the Phillies winning this game, covering the spread, and I'll go with the over. In our second game at 1:35 p.m., the 51-53 Arizona Diamondbacks, they've had so many chances to get to 500 and stay above 500, but they keep getting pulled down. They'll be on the road here versus the 42-62 Pittsburgh Pirates. The Pirates, a bottom 3 offense in the major leagues right now, but they have a top 7 overall starting rotation. Please, for the love of God, give these starting pitchers some run support. Right now, Pittsburgh, 63.3% chance to win this game. The Diamondbacks, a 36.7% chance to win. The Pirates, 1.5 run favorites, 7.5 over under. Arizona plus 135. The Pirates minus 160. One thing that you have to respect about the Diamondbacks here, one of the best overall offenses in baseball. They're averaging 5.1 runs per game, 253 average, 147 home runs. That's top 5 in baseball. 71 steals, giving up 4.57 runs a game. They don't have the best pitching. It's not the worst, but it's not the best. But they score so many runs that they'll just outslug you. Right now, the Pirates, 3.4 runs per game, but they showed yesterday they can win a game, but it has to be a very low-scoring pitcher duel. They're hitting 232, 68 home runs. They need a lot more power than that. 84 steals, going to have 3.84 runs a game. These pitchers have to carry this game. Thankfully for them, they have one of the best young pitchers on the mound today. Some would say the best young pitcher in all of baseball, and that definitely makes sense. Right now, a 5-8 record, a 1.91 ERA. It is a dang shame he only has 5 wins with a sub-2 ERA. Batting order, you got to help this guy out. 127 innings, 137 strikeouts, only 6 home runs in 18 starts. That is elite. He's the best pitcher in baseball right now. Zach Gallen going for the Diamondbacks, 7-11 record, 5.58 ERA, 121 innings, 116 strikeouts. He's given up 23 home runs. He's given up homers left and right. Give me Skeens. It's very hard to pick Skeens here because they don't give him run support, but give me Skeens. Give me the Pirates to win this game to cover the spread. I'm going to go with the under. In this next game, guys, this is a really tough game to call. We have a West versus East Coast matchup at 1:35 p.m. The 61-43 Los Angeles Dodgers, They need a win badly. They need some type of momentum. They'll be on the road here versus the 55 and 50 Boston Red Sox, one of the toughest teams to beat at home. They'll be at Fenway Park for this one. Right now, Boston third place in the AL East. Their offense is roaring right now, pitching really well. They have a 45.8% chance to win this one at home. The Dodgers a 54.2% chance. Right now, LA 1.5 run favorites, 10.5 over under. Boston's plus 110. The Dodgers right now minus 130. The Dodgers, one of the best offenses in baseball, 5.3 runs a game, hitting 254, 157 home runs. That's number 2 or 3 in the majors. 60 steals, giving off 4.28 runs a game. That's not the best number, but they do have about 15 to 20 pitchers on the DL, so it's not that bad considering the factors. And right now, the Red Sox, 4.9 runs a game, 252 average, 129 home runs, 87 steals, very balanced on the offensive side. And the pitching's out right now, 3.79 runs a game. Where we get into pitching, we get into a lot of question marks here. Dustin May, by far having the worst start of his career, 6-6 record, 4.73 ERA, 99 innings, 92 strikeouts. He is much better than that, just hasn't turned it on this season. Walker Buehler started out the season and looked like 2017 Walker Buehler. Then he got shelled the next 2 months. His last 2 starts have been really good. Which version of Walker Buehler is going to show up here? We don't know right now. Right now, 6-6 record, 5.72 ERA, 85 innings, 67 strikeouts. He has given up 17 home runs. This is one of those games to me. It's probably going to be decided by the bullpen. I'm going to go upset. Give me the Red Sox. Give me the plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the over. At 1:35 p.m., the 27-76 Colorado Rockies, they finally came back down to earth yesterday. Pitching looked awful. They got torched. They'll be playing the 45-58 Baltimore Orioles. Orioles, younger team, a lot of power. Right now, a 67% chance to win this game. The Rockies, a 33% chance. Baltimore, 1.5 run favorites, 9.5 over under. Colorado, plus 175. Baltimore, minus 210. Right now, this Rockies offense, bottom 5 in baseball, 3.6 runs a game, 235 average, 99 home runs. They do have decent power, 55 steals, and a 5.5 runs a game. That is last place in the major leagues. The Orioles, 4.1 runs per game, 238 average, 118 home runs, 73 steals, and a 4.98 runs a game. Prior to getting the crap kicked out of them yesterday, the Rockies were actually playing pretty decent the last 1 to 2 weeks. Right now, they have Austin Gomber on the mound, 0-4 record, still in search of his first win, 6.03 ERA, 34.1 innings, 20 strikeouts. He's given up 7 home runs in 34 innings. That is a lot of home runs in that little of innings. Sagano going right now for the Orioles, 7-5 record at 4.54 ERA. His ERA has really ballooned the last month. Used to be in the 3s. Right now, 103 innings, 63 strikeouts. Definitely not a strikeout pitcher. He's given up 20 home runs in 103 innings. Both of these pitchers very susceptible to the long ball. I'll go with the team that just has a slightly little bit more power. Give me the Orioles to win this one to cover the spread. I'll go with the over. Our next game at 1:40 p.m., 2 first-place teams. One of our rare first-place versus first-place teams. We're going to have the 63-42 Toronto Blue Jays first place in the AL East versus the 60-46 Detroit Tigers first place in the AL Central. Tigers, they look like the best team in baseball 2 weeks ago, but the last 2 weeks have been very rough on them. But at some point, despite the injuries, despite Scuba being out, that they're going to get things back on track. They're going to come roaring back. Right now, the Tigers, 55.4% chance to win this game. Toronto, a 44.6% chance to win. But the Blue Jays are the Vegas favorites, 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. Toronto is even. Detroit, minus 120. You have to respect the Blue Jays. They've been one of the hottest teams in baseball the last 2 weeks, especially on the offensive side. The offense up to 4.6 runs a game. The number 1 batting average in baseball, 261 average, 106 home runs, 52 steals, and a 4.09 runs a game. The Tigers, despite the last 2 weeks being pretty rough, they're still at 4.8 runs a game, 248 average, 127 home runs, 43 steals, giving up 3.72 runs a game. They used to be one of the more balanced teams in baseball. Right now, Max Scherzer on the mound for the Blue Jays. One of the best pitchers of the last 2 decades. Right now, 1-0 record, 5.14 ERA, 28 innings, 28 strikeouts, 7 home runs in 28 innings. Very un-Max Scherzer-like, but he is like 55 years old. Right now, Jake Flattery going for the Tigers, 5-10 record of 4.77 ERA, 103.2 innings, 130 strikeouts. He's a strikeout pitcher. If your bats are not on, he will line them up, strike them out. But he's given up 19 home runs, 43 walks. He's had some control issues. This is one of those games to me. It is a 50-50. It could go either way. Give me the Tigers to finally get back in the win column. Give me that plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the under this game. And another very evenly matched game at 1:40 p.m., the 53-51 Tampa Bay Rays versus the 54-50 Cincinnati Reds. The Reds have been hovering around the same win-loss percentage the entire year, hovering around 500 since opening day. Cincinnati right now third place in the NL Central, 53.2% chance to win this game. The Rays on the road here. They had a very hot May, not the best month of June, came back down to earth, but still a very talented team. They have a 46.8% chance to win this game. Tampa Bay, 1.5 run favorites on the road. The over here is 9.5. Tampa Bay, minus 110. Cincinnati, minus 110. So again, Vegas is saying that either one of these teams have a really good shot to win this game. Tampa Bay, 4.7 runs a game, 258 average, one of the best batting averages in baseball. 113 home runs, 136 steals. That is number one in the major leagues, and it's not even close. They're number one by a lot. They're giving up 3.85 runs a game. Cincinnati, also very balanced offense, 4.6 runs a game, 246 average, 107 home runs, 75 steals, giving up 3.91 runs a game. On the mound right now for the Rays, not a bad pitching team. Sean Baez on the mound, 8-6 record, 4.66 ERA, 114 innings, 111 strikeouts. He's giving up 19 home runs. Brady Singer going for the Reds, 7-8 record, 4.84 ERA, 102.1 innings, 93 strikeouts, 12 home runs given up. Both of these pitchers having control issues, giving up a lot of home runs, giving up a lot of runs in general. Give me the Reds to pull off the home win, going with the plus 1.5, and I'll go with the over here. At 2:10 p.m., we have a AOS versus AOS matchup. The 44-62 Athletics, a lot of power with this team. They don't pitch well, but they do hit home runs. They'll be on the road here versus the 60-44 Houston Astros, first place in the AL West. The A's fifth place, last place in the AL West. Houston, 61.9% chance to win this game. The A's, a 38.1% chance. The Astros, 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over-under. The A's are plus 120. The Astros, minus 145. This A's offense, not a bad offense, 4.2 runs a game. 248 average, 134 home runs. That is top 10 in baseball. 57 steals, and 5.23 runs a game. That is bottom 5 in the majors. The Astros, veteran experience lineup. A lot of great hitters here. Great contact percentage, 4.4 runs a game. 259 average, that's top 3 in baseball. 115 home runs, 54 steals. What can Houston always do? They always have really good starting pitching, giving up 3.59 runs a game, and they also have the number one bullpen in the majors to back up that starting rotation. Looking at our pitching matchup today, JT Ginn on the mound right now for the A's, 1-2 record, 4.5 ERA, 38 innings, 43 strikeouts. Again, 9 home runs given up in 38 innings. That is a high number. Colton Gordon going for the Astros. He's not really much better. 4-2 record, 4.53 ERA, 57.2 innings, 11 home runs. Both of these pitchers leave a lot to be desired. This is anyone's game. Probably going to be a little bit of a home run bonanza. Give me the Astros to win ever so slightly. I have them winning it, but by 1. So Houston wins, but I'll go with the plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the over. And this is a really good pitching matchup versus two very hot teams right now at 2:10 p.m. The 49-53 Miami Marlins. Just a couple weeks ago, they were like 15 games under 500. Now they're 4 games under 500. One of the hottest teams in the major leagues versus probably the hottest team in the major leagues, the 61-42 Milwaukee Brewers. Brewers first place now in the NL Central. They have a 61% chance to win this game. The Marlins a 39% chance. Milwaukee 1.5 run favorites, 7.5 over-under. The Marlins are plus 145. The Brewers minus 175. But both of these offenses playing great right now. The Marlins are averaging 4.3 runs a game, hitting 253, 92 home runs, 76 steals, and 4.48 runs a game. You might roll your eyes at that, but just last month, that was in the 5s. It's come down a long way. This team is playing a lot better. The Brewers, 4.8 runs a game, 250 average, 96 home runs, 117 stolen bases. That's number 3 in the majors. Extremely aggressive on the bases. And they're only giving up 3.59 runs a game. This team, they can win with their pitching alone, but they also have really good hitting. Looking at our pitching, one of the better pitchers for the Marlins, Yuri Perez on the mound, 3-3 record, 3.23 ERA, but small sample size, 39 innings, 40 strikeouts, only 2 home runs in 39 innings. That is elite. Brandon Woodruff going for the Brewers, 2-0 record, 1.65 ERA, but again, small sample size, only 16.1 innings, 23 strikeouts. He's given up 3 home runs in 16 innings. This is a very difficult game to call. Both these guys haven't pitched too much this season. Both of these offenses are hot. Both of these teams are pitching well. Give me the home team. Give me the Brewers. I'll take them covering the spread, and I'm going to go with the over. And at 2:10 p.m., these teams coming off of a doubleheader yesterday, so the bullpens are going to be a little wore out. They're going to be very thin. The 51-52 Cleveland Guardians on the road versus the 51-53 Kansas City Royals. These teams are very, very close records-wise. Casey, 55.6% chance to win this game. The Guardians, a 44.4% chance. The Royals here, 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over-under. Cleveland, plus 115. The Royals right now, minus 135. Cleveland playing better the last couple weeks. Pitching's been pretty consistent. The offense, though, up and down throughout the season. They're only averaging 3.9 runs a game, 224 average. They got to get that batting average up. 108 home runs, 82 steals, going to have 3.92 runs a game. The Royals, one of the worst offenses in baseball, bottom 4 overall offense, but still a top 4 overall pitching staff. Just like the Pirates, give these pitchers some run support. They're only averaging 3.5 runs a game, hitting 245, 85 home runs, 76 steals, and have 3.5 runs per game. On the mound for the Guardians, Joey Cantillo, 2-0 record, 3.91 ERA, 46 innings, 59 strikeouts, giving up 7 home runs, but thankfully for him, the Royals are not a power hitting team. Noah Cameron, what a rookie season for this guy. 4-4 record, a 2.61 ERA, 76 innings, 65 strikeouts. He's given up 9 home runs. Due to the Royals' offensive issues, this is one of those games that you honestly have to keep your eye on, but I will go with the Royals eking this one out. Give me KC to win to cover the spread, and I'll go with the under. At 2:10 p.m., we're going to have the 41-62 Washington Nationals on the road versus the 50-53 Minnesota Twins. Right now, the Twins 63.7% chance to win this game. The Nationals a 36.3% chance. Minnesota 1.5 run favorites. The over here is going to be 9.5. Washington plus 146. Minnesota minus 172. Right now, the Nationals offense is not the problem. The issue is their starting pitching, especially their bullpen. They're averaging 4.3 runs a game, hitting 245. 99 home runs, 86 steals, giving up 5.2 runs a game. It's bottom 5 in baseball. Minnesota, they average 4.3 runs per game, hitting 254, 120 home runs, 53 steals, giving up 4.17 runs a game. Right now on the mound for the Nationals, Jake Irvin, 7-5 record, 4.81 ERA, 119.2 innings, 84 strikeouts. He's given up 22 home runs. Those are awful control numbers. But as of right now, we have no starter announced for the Twins. I hate going into games, not knowing all the variables, not knowing who's going to be on the mound, because we are honestly going into this game kind of blind. But I do know that the Minnesota Twins still have a better bullpen than the Nationals, even if it turns into a long reliever game. Give me Minnesota to win this one to cover the spread, and I'll go with the under here. And at 2:10 p.m., the Chicago versus Chicago series, we have the 60-43 Chicago Cubs versus the 38-66 Chicago White Sox. Honestly, playing pretty good baseball the last couple weeks. Not the best team in baseball, not the worst team in baseball. They're probably second to worst team, but still showing a lot of fight here. Right now, the White Sox 41.1% chance to win this game. The Cubs a 58.9% chance to win. The Cubs are 1.5 run favorites. 8.5 over under. The Cubs here minus 193. The White Sox plus 162. This Cubs offense, one of the most, if not the most balanced offense in baseball. 5.3 runs a game. That's top 5. 256 average. That's top 5. 152 home runs. That's top 3. 118 stolen bases. That's number 2 in baseball. A 3.86 ERA. That's top 8 in baseball. They can do a little bit of everything. The White Sox right now really struggling with their offense. 3.7 runs a game. 224 average, 85 home runs, 65 steals, and a 4.05 runs a game. But this pitching matchup, we have no one announced to start for the Cubs. So just like the last game, we're going into this game blind. I do hate that. On the mound right now for the White Sox, Sean Burke, 4-8 record, 4.19 ERA, 101.0 innings, 85 strikeouts. Pretty good numbers this season. 47 walks, some control problems, but overall keeping those bases clean. I'm going to go with the White Sox pulling off the upset here. We don't know who's starting for the Cubs. I'll go with the Sox. They'll win this one, the plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the over. And at 2:15 p.m., the 55-49 San Diego Padres, second place in the NL West. They got to get that offense back on track. It's really sluggish right now. Fernando Tatis Jr., Manny Machado, they got to get their bats hot. They'll be on the road here versus the 54-51 St. Louis Cardinals. Both of these teams, veteran teams, both of them not playing the best baseball right now. Right now, the Cardinals, 62.9% chance to win this game. The Padres, a 37.1% chance. St. Louis, 1.5 run favorites, 9.5 over under. The Cardinals, minus 130. The Padres, plus 110. This Padres offense, 4.0 runs a game, hitting 245, 86 home runs, 70 steals, and got 3.58 runs a game. One thing that they do really well, they have really good starting pitching. They have a really good bullpen to back it up. Top 5 overall in pitching, but not so much with their offense. Right now, the Cardinals offense, 4.5 runs a game, 252 average, 100 home runs, 57 steals, and 4.22 runs a game. On the mound right now for the Padres, Stephen Collick, 3-5 record, 4.28 ERA, 73.2 innings, 54 strikeouts. Michael McGreevy going for the Cardinals, 2-1 record, 3.49 ERA, 28.1 innings, very small sample size, 17 strikeouts, only 2 home runs. I'm going to go with the surprise game. Give me the Padres to pull off this one to get the win here. Give me that plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the under. 2:35 p.m. The 44 and 58 Atlanta Braves. If you know what has happened to the Braves, let me know down in the comment section because they've been lost this entire season. They've been all over the place, up, down, sideways. Not a bad roster on paper that has not been able to translate onto the field. They're going to be facing the 54 and 50 Texas Rangers. The Rangers, a couple games under 500 a couple weeks ago, clawed their way all the way back. Now they're 4 games over 500, back in the race again for the AL West for a potential playoff spot. Right now, Texas, 56.6% chance to win this game. The Braves, a 43.4. Atlanta, 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. The Braves are minus 105. The Rangers, minus 115. The Braves offense, 4.1 runs per game, 243 average, 110 home runs, 47 steals, 4.05 runs a game. That ERA has slowly been ticking up over the last month. And the Rangers, they finally got the bats going. For once, they can finally get their pitchers some run support. They're averaging 4.0 runs a game, hitting 230. 110 home runs, 95 steals, 3.16 runs a game. If you were wondering, yes, that is number one in baseball. It is not even close. They are number one by a buttload. On the mound right now for both teams, you have Bryce Elder going for the Braves, 4-6 record, 5.63 ERA, 84.2 innings, 70 strikeouts, and Jack Leiter going for the Rangers. He's kind of been up and down. He's also had some injury concerns this season. 6-6 record, 4.27 ERA, 86.1 innings, 76 strikeouts. I'm going to go with the Rangers pulling off the upset, going with that plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the over. But this is honestly one of those games, keep your eye on it, because I could see this one going either way. And a Roku game at 4:07 p.m., the 55 and 49 Seattle Mariners. This team, they dropped under 500 about 3 weeks ago, clawed their way back. Now they're 6 games over 500. One of the most complete teams in baseball. They can hit for power. They can get on base. They draw walks. They have speed. They can pitch. They're second place in the AL West. They'll be going against their own division rival here, the 50 and 54 Los Angeles Angels, 4th place in the AL West. One thing about the Angels, you have to respect their home run power. Right now, they're top 3 in the majors in total home runs. Right now, the Angels 38.4% chance to win this game. The Mariners a 61.6% chance. Seattle's 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. The Mariners are minus 165. The Angels plus 140. This Seattle offense, 4.6 runs a game, 248 average, 139 home runs, 91 steals. Like I said, they can do a little bit of everything, and they're giving up 3.93 runs a game. The hot pitching staff right now. The Angels, not a bad offense, 4.4 runs per game. 235 average, 149 home runs. That is top 3 in the majors. 46 steals, giving up 4.67 runs a game. Just like the Marlins, do not roll your eyes at that because last month, that was also in the 5. So they are pitching much, much better than they have previously this season. Looking at the pitching for the Angels, Kyle Hendricks on the mound. This guy's been around for a while. This is like his second decade right now pitching. 5-7 record. 4.92 ERA. That might not look the best, but that number has slowly been coming down over the last month, pitching a lot better right now. He is a veteran guy. 100.2 innings, 67 strikeouts. He has given up 17 home runs. That's a lot. Right now, he's going to be going up against the younger guy, Logan Gilbert. Last season, struck out over 200. Right now, a 3.56 career ERA, 3-3 record, 3.07 ERA, 67.1 innings, 98 strikeouts, an extremely talented strikeout pitcher. If the Angels don't have their contact on, they're going to whiff a lot. Give me the Mariners to win this game to cover the spread, and I'll go with the over. And on ESPN, might be the best matchup of the day here, depending on who pitches for the Giants. At 7:10 p.m., the 60 and 44 New York Mets, first place in the NL East. They'll be playing the 54 and 50 San Francisco Giants, third place in the very difficult NL West. Right now, the Giants at home, 51% chance to win this game. The Mets, a 49% chance. New York here, 1.5 run favorites, 7.5 over under. The Mets minus 137. The Giants plus 117. This Mets offense, the Mets are a very, very difficult team to bet on because you never know which version of the Mets is going to show up. They've shown their good side. They've shown their bad side. Sometimes they fall somewhere in the middle. They're just not consistent, but still number one in their division. So the talents there, Soto, Lindor, Alonso. Right now they're averaging 4.4 runs a game, hitting 242, 130 home runs, really good power, 81 steals, solid speed, giving up 3.57 runs a game. And overall, the Mets are tied for the lead in the majors in starting rotation ERA, 2.91. Bullpen a little banged up right now, but overall solid pitching. The Giants, they're not known for their offense. They're also known for their pitching. They're averaging 4.2 runs a game, 233 average, 98 home runs, 46 steals. They're giving up 3.6 runs a game. Good starting rotation, good bullpen. But as of me making this video, we do not have a starter announced for the Giants. Again, I hate going into games blind, not knowing who's going to be on the mound. But no matter what, the Mets are the favorites here. The Mets have Kodai Senga on the mound. He's the ace of this team. When this guy is on, he walks a lot of people, gives up a lot of hits, but he does not let anyone score. 73 record at 1.79 ERA. Elite numbers this season. 80.2 innings, 79 strikeouts, only 5 home runs given up in over 80 innings. That's really good control. When I'm looking at this game, I don't know who's going for the Giants, but no matter who they roll out there, I trust them. They have really good pitching, but I'm going to go with the sure thing. Give me Senga to win this game, the Mets to win it, to cover the spread, and I'll go with the under. Guys, that's our breakdown, our picks, our predictions for all of our Major League Baseball games we have coming up for Sunday, July 27th. First things first, though, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. If you have any comments, by all means, drop them below. Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? What are your thoughts on these games? Make sure to let me know in the comment section. What's your favorite picks today? For any comment that you leave down below, I will make sure that I respond to every single one of them. If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, we do have 3 tiers in total. Make sure to look at the pinned comment down below. You can click on that link, sign up there. I would definitely appreciate it. For you guys that have signed up, I got to continue to give you guys a massive shout out. We definitely appreciate it. And guys, do not forget, we have football season on the horizon and it's almost here. It's going to be a very busy season. Of course, as always, thank you for watching.